ladies. Sharon here this week. I'm so glad you joined me. You know, we have been doing the skincare series, so to speak. I'm trying to cover all the different things. Also, the majority of the questions that I received were questions on tools and procedures. So today we're going to talk about Ultherapy. What is Ultherapy and what are the benefits of Ultherapy? Now, Ultherapy is a treatment that gets into the layers of your neck, your chin, and your upper eyelids, and it's to help with sagging, and it helps with tightening. It is done with ultrasound. Now, when I started to do this, this little series on Ultherapy, I decided I'd go visit my dermatologist because so many questions were sent in about Ultherapy that I didn't know all the answers to. Plus, I'm not a doctor, so I said, okay, it's better to visit the big kahuna, sit down with her, and go through all these questions. So she helped me put together this, and I wanted to share this with you. I think this is going to totally explain the procedure to you, the benefits and some of the side effects and how long it lasts, how much it costs, so forth and so on. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, I have mentioned to you about Ultherapy before. I am dying to have this done. The reason being is it takes one time and you walk out and you are tight all over. I mean, if you ever had a rooster neck or a chin issue, you don't when you walk out of there. The procedure doesn't take that long either, which I'll go over that with you in a minute. Any sagging of the jowls, it pulls the jowl straight up. Any of your, like the majority of us have the hooded eyes because we're old and everything starts to sag. All of this is tightened and your eyes are even lifted, all in this bag. So you can even see your eyelid after that. I mean, it takes years off of you just like that. Now, if you should ever need a second procedure, let's say you lose a lot of weight and your skin starts to sag again, you may have to have another one a year down the line. Okay, but it doesn't take that long and it's easy squeezy. I'm telling you, this is a miracle treatment, ladies. People are standing in line for this. So I want to share some of the information that I got from the dermatologist. It's going to help you understand the whole procedure a little bit better. The reason Ultherapy is different than some of the other procedures, it's the only non-surgical cosmetic procedure that uses focused ultrasound to stimulate the growth of new collagen deep within the skin. Now, the production of new collagen occurs over time, obviously, so results can become more apparent over 3 to 6 months. So you're going to start seeing even tighter and tighter as the months go by. So that's the beautiful part. It's good when you walk out the door and it gets even better. The procedure only takes about an hour for most patients, and there is no downtime. I mean, girlfriends, we can go home the next day, put on our makeup, our skincare, just go out and do our thing. It's just a little red. You might find a little tenderness to the skin in places. I don't think you're going to find any bruising, but the dermatologist did say there have been a couple occasions where you see a little bruise here and there. Okay, it's also used with ultrasound imaging. Now, this allows us to actually see the layers of the tissue that we target during the treatment and to ensure the energy is deposited precisely to where it would be the most effective. That's what I like. Now, the apparatus was cool. Too bad I don't have one to show you. You can't walk out with it, you know, because it's a machine. But the esthetician or your dermatologist or whoever's doing it's actually holding this device. I want to say it looks like you're holding a Clarisonic, but it's something similar in motion. And they're pressing on all the points like this, just holding it there. Now, is there any pain to this? That was one of the biggest questions I had for the dermatologist. She said some feel a little burning or stinging, and some do not feel anything at all. They have treatments that they put on topically where you won't feel any discomfort. But some people, there have been some, and maybe that's the people that are extremely sensitive to this type of a heat, you know, ultrasound heat kind of thing, said it hurt. But it works. It hurts, but it works, is what they said. So let's answer a few more questions about that. Now, they use this software called Ultherapy Amplify, and that makes it much more comfortable now. With every month that goes by, it seems like they're coming out with more and more things with the Ultherapy where you don't feel nada. But I'm going to tell you, from what I've seen and what I've heard, and people walking out of there, and I stayed and observed all this, as you all well know, and half of the people said, oh, I just felt a little tenderness here, or I felt a little warm heat there, but other than that, no. So I never heard anybody said it hurt, not once. And there was like 5 or 6 coming in and out of there that I had talked to. Okay, so they take measures to make sure your experience is just pleasant as possible. Do you understand? So when you walk out of there, you're a superstar. All right, some people have asked, how long does the procedure take? Patients treated with Ultherapy still have fresh young collagen after a year's time following the procedure, but the skin continues to age. So if you want future treatments as your skin drops or it starts aging or sagging, a year later you can have another one if you so choose. Are there any side effects? There may be some slight redness, like I had mentioned to you, for up to about an hour following the treatment, and a small percentages of patients may have some slight swelling or a little tingling, just like glycol, like they said. But these are just mild and temporary in nature. Is it safe? The procedure has been cleared by the FDA after demonstrating safety in clinical studies, and over 100,000 treatments have been performed monthly, and this is totally safe. In addition, ultrasound energy has a proven track record with use in the field of medicine for more than 50 years. So we're in luck, girlfriends, okay? And some people have asked me, like, how many treatments it takes. There again, that usually one treatment does it. That's all you need. If you should need another one a year down the line, you can get another one. Who is a good candidate for Ultherapy? To me, everybody, but that's not true. Ultherapy is good if you want skin tightening, if you have a sagging type problem. It's not going to do any good if you walk in there and you don't have this gobble issue, okay? You have to have some sort of a double chin, you have to have jowls just hanging low, you have to have, some sort of hooded eyes, puffiness in your upper eyelids. But other than that, everybody is a great candidate. Said, what about treating anatopical regions other than the face? Currently, Ultherapy is a treatment strictly for only face and neck, with a specific clinical indication for lifting the skin on the neck, the chin, and the brow, my ladies. What does collagen do? How does Ultherapy stimulate the creation of collagen? Collagen is a natural protein, as you well know, my ladies, that gives skin its youthfulness by keeping it firm and toned. As we age, collagen loses its strength and its ability to stand up to the effects of gravity that pull the skin downward. Ultherapy uses focused ultrasound to generate a thermal effect under the skin. The thermal effect essentially jump-starts a repair process that strengthens the existing collagen that you have and produces fresh, new collagen. This is what I like. See, it's jump-starting what we need. It's kind of like, you put gas in the car to go. That's kind of what is going here. And can anyone have it done? Yes, anyone can have it done. So here are some of the questions that you people have asked me about Ultherapy, and I took back to my dermatologist to get answered. So one gal said, I have been using fillers, Restylane and Radius, in the cheek and nasolabial area for a few years. I also have new dental implants. Now, how does Ultherapy affect these? Well, she said, rest assured that Ultherapy will not have an effect on your dental implants. In regards to your fillers, Ultherapy does not target areas of the face where fillers are typically injected, and it will not affect any previous filler. So, you know, you can recommend, you know, ideally having fillers injected after your Ultherapy treatment. So see, I have fillers, as you well know, and that's not going to affect me going in at all. So it's not going to affect you either. Next question was asked. I had Ultherapy on my lower face. She's talking about from here down, like the chin, the neck type. 3 days ago, and I still have some swelling. Is that normal? Swelling and small doses of bruising after Ultherapy is a common side effect. She said, though most patients will see this subside after a few days. It can last for up to even several weeks. Topical apple cider vinegar, arnica gel, and Arnica montana may be used to help expedite the healing process of a bruise. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If you have not seen any improvement after 2 weeks, obviously call your doctor that did your procedure and do a follow-up appointment. Okay, next question. With a procedure like Ultherapy, is it best for the patient to be at stable, consistent weight? And that's funny. That is not my question, but that would have been one of my questions to her. It says additional weight loss may cause additional elasticity to the skin. Therefore, it's best to have the treatment once you are at your goal weight. Because you know what? Here I am trying to take some weight off, so I got a little concerned about that. I'm glad someone asked that before I did, because she had lost 30 pounds and she wanted to lose another 20. And this gal, you know, said she was considering doing the Ultherapy, but now she didn't know what to do. If you're on a roll and you're trying to lose, the best thing to do, if you're really serious about this, is to go ahead and lose what you've got to have done first. That way when you go in, you get your money's worth, because it's all going to be tightened. But if you go in one time and everything is just lovely, and then you decide to go lose 20 more pounds, you may say, uh-oh, I'm seeing a little, you know, sagging again. Well, hello? Then you're going to have to go in before a year's up, right? Okay. With a procedure like Ultherapy, it's best, excuse me, hang on, backtrack. It says, currently, can Ultherapy be used on your body? No. Ultherapy is only FDA approved to be used on your face, neck, and most recently, the chest. However, the treatment does have a specific clinical indication for lifting the skin on the neck, chin, and the brow only. Okay. Is it reasonable that patients go yearly or more often for Ultherapy? The longevity of Ultherapy varies from patient to patient, but in most cases, it's no sooner than about a year if you have to go at all. However, the skin does continue to age over time, so future touch-up treatments can help keep pace with the aging process. So that's pretty much common sense, you know what I mean, ladies? It's kind of like a facelift or anything else. It's only good for X number of years, and everything starts, you know, sagging and bagging, and we got to go in and have it redone again. That's the only thing. Okay, next question was, my first Ultherapy attempt was very uncomfortable and I had to stop. Also, I had tenderness along the jawline 2 days afterwards. My second attempt was scheduled with pain medication. Is my experience typical? And she said, while comfort thresholds vary from patient to patient, most patients now report that the procedure is very tolerable. They have more new things out. If and when any discomfort does occur, it happens while the ultrasound energy is being delivered, is being pushed into the skin. Though Ultherapy can be uncomfortable for some, a recent software upgrade called Ultherapy Amplify now affords a more bearable procedure. And she says, I like to tell my patients, it might hurt, but it works. That's the whole saying. Well, no one said it hurt, and I watched 5 or 6 and talked to each one of them. They says, lovely, it's lovely. Okay, which is better for skin tightening? Is it Ultherapy or Thermage? Now, that's interesting. Let's see what she said here. I can't remember. One thing to keep in mind is that Ultherapy is the only FDA-approved non-invasive treatment for lifting the skin on the neck, the chin, and the brow. Ultherapy is also the only non-surgical cosmetic procedure that uses focused ultrasound to stimulate the growth of new collagen deep within the skin. So I personally prefer Ulthera based on my clinical experience and based on the scientific data. My patients have loved the results achieved with this procedure. At your consultation, your own doctor or dermatologist can determine which treatment will provide you with the best results. I did remember one patient in there that had Thermage, I think that's how you pronounce it, a number of times, and it worked great. But she wanted to try this, and when she got out, she says she didn't think there was that much difference in which way you go. But that was in her particular case. I asked, this is my question to her, what are the potential risks of Ultherapy and what should one consider before having the treatment? Said Ultherapy has been cleared by the FDA after demonstrating safety in clinical studies, and over 100,000 treatments have been performed monthly worldwide. In addition, ultrasound energy has a proven track record. With the use of the field in medicine for more than 50 years, it may hurt a little, but it works. The heat felt during the treatment can be controlled with topical or oral anesthesia, and they're coming out with new avenues every day. As for potential side effects, there may be some slight redness for up to an hour or so following the treatment, and a small percentage of patients may have some swelling, some bruising, a little tingling or tenderness, or sensitive to the touch. But these are mild and temporary in nature. Most of my patients have seen tremendous results from Ultherapy to the face. And that is true. Can I tell you, I nearly went nuts. And I told you, I am huge on this procedure. So I'm hoping that this answered a lot of your questions here that you had about Ultherapy. I get oodles and oodles of questions daily about this procedure because everybody knows I am so excited about this. They are trying to figure out, and this is why I have been hesitant. And, well, actually, I'm not hesitant. The doctor's hesitant. I had a new neck made about close to 3 years ago. And I do have a titanium plate and titanium screws in my neck. We want to make absolutely sure that the heat, we know it's not going to melt the titanium, but we don't want the titanium to get too hot that it's going to burn what I've got going on in my neck, okay? Ugh, that would be hot. And of course, needless to say, I was mad as a wet hornet when I heard that, because I was ready to go in and lay down on that table and say, do me, do me, do me. So they're still feeling it out, and will probably come to a decision soon. I will say this, I can go ahead and have my eyes done if I want. So it'll tighten up all this hood up here and lift my brows. I cannot have the décolleté done until the neck is cleared because it's all kind of connected in here. I don't have much of a neck anyway. My head just sits on my shoulders. But I'll tell you what, as soon as I'm clear, I'm in the place with a smile on my face. And I'll take you all with me and we'll film it. It's just going to be lovely. And I'll walk out looking like a superstar. Okay, ladies, so much for the Ultherapy. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this educated you a little bit and gave you the information that you were looking for. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact me, in the comment bar down there and see if I can answer them. If I can get the dermatologist to answer them for you. But thanks so much for spending time with me and stopping by. To all my new subbies, I just love you girls, and thank you so much for coming on board. I'm really enjoying getting to know each and every one of you. I love you dearly. You're my heart, my soul, girlfriends, okay? Until then, I want each and every one of you to have a sassy, classy, and confident week. And I love you. Mwah!